Cut with Nastro. You have your right to your own opinion.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Zion and Cut with Nastro. Bafethu unyaka bomude kakhulu nibonile nani ama-ups, ama-down, ama-highs, ama-lows. But ke bengesenishiye without saying Happy New Year and all the best for unyaka wa 2024. Namhlanje ke sivala with a high, sivala on a high. Siphethe one of abantu enzobe nibalandela next year nazo zobe kubusy unyaka wama-election. But before angihambi ngedwa ngiyazi ukuthi nginomfowethu umfokamfeka my leader
Fethu another day another episode last episode ka 2023 last episode siphethe Mtimande King Mtimande eyindoda yenza yonke into Jomo Sono yenza yonke into yenza yonke into mangele bathi Mtimande bese ATM kanti basho umuntu engimazi angithi ayazi so ngesibone ngathi hayi
on a personal level
yamazi bengifunda naye lo muntu
hawo noma
bafunda imncube ngisine yakhe bazosisholela hayi so thi ncane ndoda ncane Mtimande
yes bro
kunjani Fethu
okay kuhle nje
Fethu ngicela uzintroduce ukuthi ubani obuphi obuyaphi
sanibonani babukela abahle emakhaya igama lami uDr Mtimande wakangwenya ngiphuma ke kwi-African Transformation Movement ATM ngiconvener yalapha eGauteng province. I'm very pleased namhlanje ukuthi ke ngihost indeed ukhuluma iqiniso. I'm a former student and a product yaseMncube Secondary School between 1998 and 2002. I was a scholar there.
Idala uqede manje
Ngawo sikugila ungabona ubuhle nje. Uyiphatha kahle.
Uyiphatha kahle.
Yes.
Mawusele kanjani lo baba lona usele lana
Soqalile.
Ubona mbathe intonyana nje ukuthi yena ukholelwa lana umshiye kanjani umshiye yane kukhosas yabona shuthi bokulezi khosas zakudala
thina sikhabule kudala manje sifika vele high school sesiyahlanya
serious
sifike high school sesiyahlanya. I think being an activist into nje engiqale ngimncane because if you looking back even as a lokishini le into zama street commuter was one of the kids ezihamba nabantu abadala and ngiyakhumbula ukuthi i-civic organization ngo-1999 mayiqala nje iba strong elokishini safakwa ikipe ebovu zingakafikele zakamalema civic organization. I was one of the chairpersons ze-ward yes ward 34. I was 16 ngaleso sikhathi ezondwana so amakhehla ngangwaphethe and ukuthi how I don't know but ngiyakhumbula ukuthi my first political break it started when I was 19. I became a chairperson APC and I was one of the former PR councillors at the age of 19 in the city of Johannesburg. So lento activism and to become a politician of the day akusinto nje lethwe indlala it has always been in me nalento ke ukuthi I've started being active at church at a very young age and I'm one of the young pastors at a very tender age because if you remember esikoleni I was leading SCM
yes khole playa khole le yase White City yase COVID I be forced to that's kahle
we transformed the politics of the day and because masifika thina remember ukuthi lento ye also SRC suspendiwe so safika thina sayi resuscitator. So what we are doing is labantu besibafaka esontweni masesivala eminyango sibahabilise then the principal said no we cannot afford ukuthi singabi ne political desk esikolweni so we took that political desk was led by myself too.
Dali Foster ndo.
Mina ngumzekezela.
Dali Foster ngiyakela ikhona lenye bekempela yakhe so leyo ada. Sesomngana wakho
namanje seseso.
Behlale wathi. Naye umfundisi zonke singabafundisi. Imali lezi ziya Foster lezi. Thanda namavesi sesizincane. Phela into amavesi aya singena. Asinandaba nalo lento lena. Lezi thanda amavesi ama LCM. Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday, ama LCM they coordinate ngithi manje ziyafoster lezi.
Manje qala kanjani ukuthi uyipasta umncane nje?
I think I don't want to say it's a calling, but it was a passion because sizokhuluma ngelinye ilanga at an opportune time ukuthi how do I see and view a calling, especially in spaces as sort. So kimi ngizothi I passion because wherever la kunabantu and ukukhuluma into zami. Yeah, ukukhuluma, I'm a public speaker mina, and there is no course that I did in terms of public speaking, so I'm a born speaker. Yes, so ithi ke lento even in my circles mina ngifika abantu bethulile then bezolalela mina, we understand. So ngabona ukuthi kahle kahle ngibizelwe. That is why I started being a community activist.
So you're saying at the age of 19 join the Pan African Congress?
Yeah, APC.
Oh, it's APC, not
yes,
PAC.
African People's Convention lega Tembakoti.
Is that a corner?
Yes, it's a second. It's just that in 2019 they lost seats in parliament, but uma municipalities na uma provincial legislators is a second. Yes, and I think they are coming back next year. However, it's one of our alliance partners as the ATM, so it's our sister organization. Those are the people about because also in 2019 APC, it's one of the people, especially the president himself, to say as we were getting into the mainstream politics, how does the parliament functions, how do we need to conduct ourselves as we are preparing to take over to lead South Africa as the ATM. And then in 2021 and recently in May, this is celebrate 5 years the existence as the ATM. So APC,
5 years ATM?
Yes, ATM was registered in 2018 and then it was launched in December 2018. Then we contested our elections 4 months later, more May 2019. So, and we did absolutely good for a new party. Then we got 2 seats in the National Assembly, 2 seats in the provincial legislators. And then as a party that is progressing, we want to say, and I want to believe what is a progressing because from those 4 seats in the elections of 2021 nationally, we've managed to get our seats out of 54. We've got 54 councillors, inclusive of our MMCs in different yes, in different municipalities. You can Google us, you'll find us there. Sinabo mayor here in Gauteng. In Mayor City, it's ATM.
Oh,
yes. We are the mayor there. Say keep a ETA. So we are on a good strength set to Sengakana. So if we are in a position of keep ETA, it's either ANC or EFF. So we are in that space. So that's how progressive and influential we are. And then in the city of Joburg, we've got a councillor there, Ulbabalo Ramagwenju. He's the MMC, Community Development. And ever since he assumed office last year, it is only now Sazetino community development. In the previous administrations, we never even knew there's such a portfolio of Amaspala. So we are responsible for Ama Parks. Wongama Parks, they are under us. Ama swimming pools, Ama libraries, where community development is concerned, that it's us. So in the seat of Egruleni, we are chairing a chapter 9, a section 79 portfolio. So Councillor Wetulabo Johnson Ona. Eswane, we've got the speaker. We as the ATM were the speaker, Eswane, Councillor Umredwaganzwana. So I'm just speaking about Gauteng, just to show you Djibouti. We are here. And
so numbers, we
are growing.
But I see now what's in Geneleza Yonga. I'm getting not
to say Singelele Gakulu Zion has been the pillar of the ATM. It's just that Abandi ATM by Boga Neso TACC Bandla 12 Apostle. So why? It is because the large number of the supporters have come back on. ATM, it's a faith-based organization. It was formed by the South African Council of Messianic Councils, SACC.
Yes.
So then we feel the traditional churches like ourselves, and then the council was formed. The mandate the council was to say, it cannot be that the population of the country kuthiwa over 92% of the population it's a Christian community. Okusho ukuthi abantu abaningi abantu becawe, but mawuthi uyabheka imithetho ekhona icindezela the very same church. 2020 has proven that without reasonable doubt kwavula amathaveni kwavalwa amasonto. But ke bese siyibonile ke thina njengecawe, then we came collectively as the council to say which political party, because we see ukuthi we need a political voice. And there is nothing you can achieve and win in South Africa without the political will. So then masihlala phansi sa decide lega meshu ACDP was one of the priorities, but ke inkinga yaba ukuthi umeshwe it's sticking only to ama-Christians. That is why even iparty yakhe uyayibona ukuthi ayikhuli. Then it says kunenkinga ke ngoba ama-Christians maningi but i-Christian party ayikhuli. So then we said no, we need the broader spectrum of the Christianity. Then how do we do that? Then we looked at the religious sector as a whole to say, so zonke inkolo ekhona in South Africa, let us come together. When we started, we were over 12 million members. Because remember, your Shembe was there, your ZCC was there, and then politics happened after the launch. So when politics happened, the other churches, the bigger churches, they started pulling out. Yeah. So the bigger church that we had, it is the 12 Apostolic Church in Christ. So spiritual head, we're ATM. Yes. And we are the only church, we are the only political party that has the spiritual head. That means, we take the mandate from God. Because remember ukuthi uma siye ecaweni kumfundisi sisuke siya kuNkulunkulu, so we don't take izinto ngokwethu nokuthi how do we feel. So siyacabanga ke ukuthi apart from anything ithi ke into yethu, let us take God back into governance. So if you look information ye ATM, we are not a breakaway party. And i-ATM yafika ngamandla njengale MK, yabona inyakazisa kanjani. Nathi sanyakazisa kanjalo 2018 to a point that baze bathi si ubani konje lo uMagashule kwathiwa ATM is the Magashule party, to an extent that ANC was establish a commission of inquiry to investigate ubuqiniso balokho, and then also kwathiwa sizuma party. And siyabonga ukuthi uthe uMagashule makayeke ANC never came to ATM. So ithi ke lento ke akakwazi umuntu uqala into in pipeline maseka at liberty ukusebenza ngento yakhe besaqaleni. So uyabona nje ukuthi beku amalokhuzana izindlela zokuvimba iATM nokusingcolisa lezo, but ke uNkulunkulu usebenza ke ngendlela zakhe, because we believe ukuthi icebo likaNkulunkulu lingevinjwe. So we are founded ama pillars wethu nje awu5. Uputsa, P stands for peace, and then UU, Ubuntu, transformation, 7 leadership and accountability. So if umsebenzi wethu thina si ATM, we want to transform the politics of the day. And how can we do that? Because abantu babuza ukuthi thina singcono ngani kunalaba abanye sibathole in the space and nalaba bangena after thina. You understand? Asinavalo, because our core mandate is to transform the politics of the day through ilizwi likaThixo. Because if you can look ukuthi ke ipeace nina nintanga zami, you'll understand ukuthi 1994 kwagqoka ikipa ezimhlophe, when we thought we've regained democracy, izwe libuyile, kwakungakhulunywa nga-ANC ngankatha na-PAC, but kwakunekipa ezimhlophe nejubela blue nejubela emhlophe, kuthiwa ingoma yayicula ithi South Africa we love you, our beautiful land. Let us show the whole world that we can bring peace in our land. So that is our slogan as the ATM. And
kancane isikole lokho enasicalanga makushona ubani baba Oliver Tambo ubani
Utambo. Yes. Ngithi mina that the unification yakhona yenzeka when we saw democracy siqala ukuyovota 1994. So then thina as the ATM, we are not comrades, because remember ukuthi i-comrade lithi I can spare my life for my comrade irrespective yokuthi wenzeni. So thina we are servants of the people.
Is that the definition of a comrade?
Yes, i-comrade lingafela.
Comrade, they don't understand.
They don't understand. Bacabanga ukuthi into emnandi, because into ethi noma engabe umfeka umribhile lo mntwana, but because i-comrade lami mina as the person of law kumele ngime naye masisodwa ngithi mara mfeka lento yenzayo. You understand?
In public you are protected.
Yes, so I can lay my life for my fellow comrade. So Tina as the ATM, we believe in accountability. You understand? So we cannot be singama servants, because singama comrades. So that is why we call ourselves ama servants. And We say peace in our land, peace in our lifetime. Peace in our lifetime, peace in our land. One God, one human race. Because it's in a land, it also land where my races, yona le ehlukanisa abantu, because it was done deliberately. So, Maseti, we are going to fix the politics of the day using our 5 pillars. So, if Israel, yabona ukuthi Israel chaotic kanjani, and land saying even inside the church, amasonto they are chaotic. Ayiphelele lapho because esontweni we've got people abaphuma kuphi emndenini. Ithi ke le chaos yakuphi iya straight emakhaya. Then we will have a chaotic society. So if sinokuthula, then we shall have a stable country. And then ubuntu ke, because isilimaza kakhulu in the Christian community, izinja zabantu abakholwayo zinama hips. You know why? Zidla kahle lo ngitshela
Inja like a pet.
A pet, a dog. Zinama hips zime kanje.
Why?
Zidla kahle next door kodwa bilanjiwe. Lo umfeka ukuthi nokuthi anikeze wena ukudla uyakuthatha kufaka edustbin. We understand. So abantu sebazinake bona, and namhlanje sibona abantu wena ungumfundisi ubiza thina esontweni lakho uthi sizopha abantwana besonto lakho abangena icathulo. We understand.
Yes.
Asonto nawo labantu bakho besonto benzani? Why kumele kuze kusuka abantu ngaphandle bazosiza estradini sakho, whereas wena lo mntwana uyambona every day ukuthi ujekelwa yicathulo. So ithi ke lento uma kuphela ubuntu abantu they become ilwane esingeke sikwazi ukuzi identify ukuthi yilwane ezinjani. You understand? And then that is where transformation comes in. So accountability ke, and kula parliament ke, we are the only party, as young or as small as we are the only party that has been advocating indaba yePhalaphala, because we believe in accountability. So if we are back, ama parties amakhulu DA simaka lomhlolo ukuthi hayibo nabo DA sebathi babhizi no Ramaphosa ukuze kube na even that vote of no confidence. It is us, because sihamba noThixo. There is no party. If ungabheka from 2019 singena thina eParliament, looking back, it's from 1994 since the black people bangena eParliament up to 2019. Ubheka ukuthi iyiphi minority party eke or a small party in that parliament eke yaba namandla and effective and vocal as the ATM ayikho. You know why? Because the ATM iphethe izwi likaThixo. Izwi likaThixo ke alingo ukuthi imizwa yabantu lithina. Izwi likaThixo liyapenetrate.
So uqalile nokuba member ye-ATM.
Mina ngiqala ukuba member ye-ATM ngoDecember 2018 eBloemfontein when the ATM launched ilokhuzana.
Founder yakhona.
I'm the founding members. Yes.
The co-founder.
I'm the founding members. I'm one of the members ababhilivela kwi-ATM ingakayi nasolawulweni, because what through us, because mina ngi-introduced kwi-ATM my former boss uBongani beginning.
Beginning of Soweto TV.
Yes, he's the person who I'm introduced because again
ayinabi ukudale ukusesame kakhulu utanga bekabhizi Soweto TV. Bekanza yonke bekujomo solo.
Yeah, I mean I'm a former employee ye-One Roof. So ye-One Roof I need to be giving content to Soweto TV, Bay TV, 1KZN and Dumisa TV.
Okay, before siya lapho wena ntanga sicedele zizobuya la ngoba sesambe kakhulu. Sesikhulule ukunderstand
This guy
Shumayela. This guy Shumayela. Yo.
30 minutes.
Yo. Indoda uyeke ukushumayela.
Okay, before I want to know, as politicians, are you always trained to be like this? Because
bonke bafana.
not the father, no. You know, in every interview, the interviewer will speak less. On the question one,
30 minutes indoda.
But I told you ukuthi mina I'm a born speaker.
So ngitshele ke ntanga. When ungene 99. Mina size kahle, singajahi much. ATM
2018 December.
Uyini manje?
Provincial leader. I'm a provincial convener. I'm a PEC member yase Gauteng.
Okay.
Yes. I'm a PEC member yase
What
Gauteng.
were you before you joined ATM? Which political party did you belong?
Bengisekhaya elikhulu Khongolose.
ANC.
Yes.
So did you just leave without cabanga or available social media for years? Ukuthi makuvela something
Bese ngiyavala.
Bahamba vele.
Opportunity.
No, not basically. What I can say, ukuthi, I've been in the ANC, and in the ANC, India and is remember told you, ukuthi, mina I lead with the people and amongst the people.
Sure.
So uma sibheka ukuthi thina as the people on the ground akukho kwa service delivery fika but it has konke umdlula bonke abantu ngathi sithakathiwe. We understand.
Yeah.
So ngathi this is not what I believe in. So ATM ivela vele I'm no longer an active member in my branch with ANC.
Is it okay? Is it because go ANC you did not get an opportunity
Not-
to be leader or to be in the front? Then wasubona party edge ogijima wabona opportunity or
Yabona question yakho ngiyayithanda because if bengibone opportunity yokuleader kwa ATM I should have left in 2019 after my elections and I didn't come ngiyi-one kwa ATM. I brought masses. Yes. Remember ukuthi nasikhuluma ngoZion and thina as one roof we know njengoZion ukuthi ke siphethe amapostola siphethe amaZion. Yes. And sibaphethe thina sikhuluma about 4 million viewers abantu abasibheka lapha ngo7 o'clock ekseni babe ngibona ngifaka into ye-ATM they will be interested and want to know ukuthi iyini lento and you've got other constituencies izangoma you understand. So but safika kwi-ATM there were no opportunities you understand but abantu mina engafika nabo bahamba you understand and thina sifike ngesikhathi esi-right ngoDecember kuyavotwa so maqala ama-list committees they look ukuthi ubani oze nabantu aboba and sesigijima kakhulu ku-ATM. So I was not discouraged because mina I'm not the leader of the positions. Ngihlale ngibatshela ukuthi nasesontweni ngiyaleader because isonto lami but mina I'm comfortable esontweni lami ngiyadripa ngenza yonke into because I lead everywhere. I lead amongst people and also in 2021 I was the councillor candidate in the books of the ATM. Iward yami yiyo eproduce amavoti amaningi in the city of Johannesburg. If bengijimisa indaba yani indaba yama position I would have contested the current MMC to say mina ngifaka amavoti amaningi why not am I given the opportunity but I support the leader I run behind the leader ngisebenza
uphelile there's no way ukuthi you always ukuthi ufuna uyijunior
lalela it is not about. Remember, you can be a senior, not in the position. Yes. And ngaleso sikhathi I'm using my own money. Is ATM it's a self-funding party. Yeah. So whatever regard, yes, whatever.
Even today,
up to this day.
Let me
tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. In ATM, it's a self-funding party. Even the IEC has confirmed that. Lama millions escampaign ngawo swathathapi. The very same members of the ATM bakhipha imali zabo and vouch, bakhipha imali zabo and pledge for ATM.
So you are using the system yasesontweni?
Yes, you know why? Sibalekela lento umfeka khona manje if interest yakhe ikwi oil umfeka uzofika sinikeze 10 million athi hambani yo campaign sivuke kusasa siphethe mase ngiyiminister mina ye minerals mele ngicabange bani qala. And then umfeka athi khohlwa yibo bonke labantu bekana nami. So we are facing state capture today because kunabantu abafaka imali because of their interest. Yes. So sithi mawusinikeza imali ayingabi nambandela ungabheki into kusasa. We understand. So we are doing ilonto kwa ATM siyanikela and we are doing quite good and very great. Even if you can see manje siqedwe wenza manifesto launch we spent millions zibuyaphi from the very same members and it became easy now because sinama councillors sinama mayor sinama member of parliament enze njani anikelayo on a monthly basis.
How many seats do you have in parliament?
Sina 2 currently. 2. Yeah, and we shall
are well represented.
We are well represented ngalama seat ayi-2 because we are making an impact ehlula abantu about 260 something be ANC. You understand? Yeah. So njengoba siyi-2 ithi ke lento umoya kaThixo it's hovering ngokuba khona kwethu kula parliament and we shall transform the politics of the day as the ATM.
Hey,
ayilento lento ithanda ukushuma. Asayilanda kahle siselayo so. Sesifike to the end, sesifike at the end instead of siselayo so.
Isikhathi ama-election. I think our viewers need to understand because nami nawe besingazi ukuthi njengoba basho ukuthi ATM it's a
self-funding organization
of which is strange man. I find it hard to
find. Because indaba zenzayo njenga I think it's I mean young 24.
Yeah.
Apparently the ATM babafundile bekunokudla lapha ngibonile abantu bebajabu phela it's the first time kule Christmas kule amene Christmas ya24 kuba nokudla.
So how do you do it? Abantu bayafaka ama proposal on nina, especially manje ama election time kunganokho umuntu nalana manje athi ayini right and shorting share bonana nothing because of unenhlekile. Are you doing it expecting something in return or you are doing it because of
understand ukuthi
call?
Asithatha ukukhola sikubele eceleni. Tina as the political party, we are different political party from the political parties that are in existence. And njengoba ukhuluma ngamazayona siyange emazayonini, and to make even matters worse akusiyimi ezisayoni engithe ku ATM sinale yankonzo, because mina since 2016 if you can see I'm no longer in participation in anything that has to do with masses zesonto for my personal reasons. So kubhale abantu umshana uxolani yibo because they know ukuthi if beya ku ATM baya kuThixo. So uNkulunkulu umsebenzi wakhe ukunakekela izidingo zabantu, and njoba ngisho leyo ngisho ngokuThixo le mali esisize ngayo abantu noma le mali esisiza ngayo abantu akuyo mali kahulumeni. Sinabantu ku ATM abathi umsebenzi wethu it's to transform, njengoba asho uqinisile sithe what is it lesinganisiza ngayo, because bathi bacela ini usizo, and it's not the only thing esenzayo. We are sponsoring ama tournaments la kuleza yona. We started ngo June. We are sponsoring.
Which one did you sponsor ngo June?
I'm not sure but beyidlalelwa lapha kwa Jafta. Edorothinyebe.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Midlands. Yeah, so sikhiphile i-trip nama trophies for abantu abawinile, and in some instances there are monetary values for number 1 or number 2. It's a lot that you are doing as long as it is within the confines of transformation and community development, because we believe ukuthi kumele kushintshe impilo zabantu to an extent that we are partnering with also other government agencies like our NYDA to say Tina sifuna ukuvusa ama entrepreneurs, we don't have capacity. NYDA has the capacity, then we partner as the political party to make them accountable. We understand. We are doing very great, and since we've penetrated the space, baningi there are more beneficiaries than before. About it in a sizagele NYDA because of sekona bani sekono ATM umsebenzi wethu yilokuzana accountability. So siyasiza kakhulu, and akusuzayo nekuphela onke amasonto and all the disadvantaged communities siyasiza kulo community. ATM has built houses nationally. We are taking people to school sinikeza because we believe ekuthela abantu abazimele. So siyasiza ngama seeds people to start ama vegetable gardens. So ziningi izinto, and also Tina we believe we microeconomy. We understand. I tell people that we are wearing Nike and Gucci's azikho zinja. Lezo zinto sibe nazo before we vouch for a macroeconomy, but manje sikhuluma ngezinto zasegazi. We understand, or to anything that is South African. So because we believe ukuthi if imali yethu rotates amongst us, we are able to have sisibona value yemali yethu and sikwazi ukusizana thina sodwa. Sithi ke thina si ATM microeconomy must be ring fenced for our locals. We understand. Lendo ethi ke sithi, oh my friend mabephuma, let us penetrate the space singene thina and find ways and means zokusupportana thina sodwa. Uyakhumbula ukuthi before labantu besilethela mina nje ngiproduct okukhuliswa isiphaza. Mina but mawuvula isiphaza manje usukufana nje nomuntu ofuna ukuyibulalisa ngenhliziyo, because if ukudla kuboli kuzothengwa uhluleke ukwenza njani, uhluleke ukustoka. So lonto leyo ke iyasibulala. It cannot be abantu abafuna ukucompete into the market abeze nama millions bahambe bayocompete noma smart lapha yaphezulu basiyeke thina la.
So ngiyakuzwa ukhuluma the way ATM yenza kahle ngakhona, and of course you are a member of ATM ngakuze la uyikhulume laphi. However, I've got a question, and angazi ngibeke kanjani, but ngifuna ubeke your political response aside ungiphendule nje straight ukuthi i-ATM is it doing this now because of we are approaching the election time, or ATM even if ingayenzi kahle in the upcoming election and someone comes and say sicela nisisize ngento
Donation.
so are you going to do that or okwamanje nisalungisa nje nisaphela indlela yenu?
Simple one, outside politics.
Sure.
We've been doing things 2019. We're hoping to take over the country.
Yes.
We didn't.
But you
But
continue.
siqhubekile sasiza imphakathi. Uyabona 2020, even the ANC didn't do as Tina we are doing.
Sure.
We understand. You must visit our social media pages and look back. And then 2020,
What's the handle? ATM.
African Transformation Movement.
Okay.
And then Leala Gauteng, ATM, Gauteng Accountability TV. That is where you're going to see me and what I'm doing
TV.
in the province. Yes.
Phinde.
ATM Gauteng Accountability TV on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. And then you'll see what we've been doing from 2021 because we anticipated to say sifuna mhlawumbe kuba na 2,000 councillors, but we didn't reach that number. But that didn't stop us from delivering.
Sure.
Sisaqhubeka senzenjani siyasebenza. We are going into 2024 and even if for 2024 si remain nala masitha u2, we shall continue because we are in the space of power to not only controller but wenze njani ukuhambisa idinga ebantwini because if the government of the day they say visa or was relevant to the people, there was no need for us to exist as the ATM. So we only exist to transform the politics of the day, irregardless of how many seats do we have. And we are not doing these things because it's a campaigner. We're going to campaign in 2020, we're going to campaign in 2022, we're going to campaign in 2023 because there are no elections as set to sign. But we are doing and transforming lives and communities every day. It's Logan said to city right in the corner where you are. And I want to say proudly here, the church is doing the great and wondrous job.
Given an opportunity to be anything that you want to be, ATM, which position would you choose?
Mina, I'm very versatile. I'm versatile. So akukho la ngibeka khona nginga excel.
Your future goal as a politician?
My future goal, I would want to see myself leading this organization in future.
Not yet.
This organization, not mine. This organization. So, and uNkulunkulu, I think uzongisiza uNkulunkulu because I think I'm capable because the policies and the ideology of the ATM are what I am. So what is the reason for me to want to start something young? Abantu abaqala into zabo, abantu who are power hungry. You understand?
You were a member of ANC for quite some years, and then ekugcineni wagcina uchinchile wangena ku-ATM due to ANC ingasayenzi lena vumelana ngayo. If the same thing happens ku-ATM again ukuthi after isikhathi siloku sihamba and when you are on the ground, remember you said laba baku-ground yibo abahuzwa kakhulu mara ama-benefits ayancane.
Yes.
If it happens that yes ATM iloku iyakhula but manje abantu abasasizakali the way nantenzo basiza ngakhona, are you going to move to another political party?
The only thing that can make me to leave ATM like I left the ANC, it's for the ATM not to deliver what it has promised to the people. That's the only way. So angizu ukuthi ngizofela kwa ATM angizalelwanga khona mina.
Ayisasebenzi nekama lokuthi ufela
No. Yabona i-political party ifana nesonto.
Yeah.
So and the mandate it's one. So i-mandate yedonsa abantu to any organization. So once the mandate is not fulfilled, and remember, I'm not the founder of the ATM. We understand. So I'm only able to influence to a certain point.
Yes.
We understand. So ufika isikhathi ukuthi okay, this is what we've promised people sihleli for these 10 years because lezi zinto bezenzakala. 10 years beyond izinto mazingasenzakali. So why should I continue being the member? Because I'm here to serve the people. So once the ATM starts serving itself, not the people, then there's no need for me to remain the member of the ATM. But at the pace and at the spirit that the ATM yenza ngakhona, I want to believe ukuthi in the next 25 years, the very same things the ATM ezenzayo manje izoqhubeka izenze. And also ukuthi ideology ATM, it's totally different from any other political party. There is no political party that has a spiritual head. Ezoba khona manje sezizokopa kuphi ku-ATM, and it's only for one reason. And thingenihlebele nje into engingayazi kwa ATM we don't have nalezinto ekuthiwa ama-elective conference solely for one reasons. Ngoba yizo lezinto eziphula umbutho nalezinto ezenza abantu ukuthi bafeel entitled. Mina at the rate and the pace engisebenza ngayo, you will go to my social media page. People feel ukuthi I can be the president, I can be the premier, or I can be the secretary general of the movement. That's what people feel because of izinto engizenzayo. But
and when people feel now, I can do
it. When you will attest, mina I'm very smart.
Yeah.
That is why I need to I'm a born leader. Mina ngiyasebenza in the background and push people. Into engisizayo ukuthi mina I understand my strength. Ngisasho namanje.
Well, you can drive from
the behind. Mina, I started the church that I'm not leading up to this day. You understand? So, elami sonto but angilindi. You know why? Because mina ngile leader engiyo. Mina I equip and empower people. Ukuthi egcineni abantu babe right.
But you the power.
I do have the power. I do have the power.
Uphethe joystick isondela barena wenze ngathi
abantu bashela
yeah beyakwazi ukuthi a remote yasemumva ukuthi ayasiyapleta it. So into yakhe either way.
That's the kind of a,
you started the church Lamazana.
Yes, that's the kind of a leader that I am. Mina I lead from, and abantu who are leading esontweni lami, they are capacitated through me. We understand. Akunankinga. Ilento engisho ukuthi mina I lead well from the behind. And even if I can lead from the front, I can never fail because one into engenza ukuthi ngibe into any leadership role ukuthi ngifuna ukuba into engenza ukuthi ngilala ubuthongo mina ukuthi athi umuntu lo waze wangisiza because ngiyazi ukuthi usizo luvela kuThixo. That's the only way. And if I had a choice, mina ngabe ngimember ye-EFF. You know how radical I am. But because of the ideology of the ATM, I became the member. Njengoba ngitshela ukuthi mina was not recruited. I'm the member of ATM. I'm the 7 by choice. And the choice it's based on the ideology of the ATM. And I'm glad 5 years late, going for 6, ukuthi I'm still the proud member and a member in good standing and in Netezegile as the servant of the people.
Mtimande, are you saying njengoba nilanda 6 years is ATM? ATM in a zero tolerance for corruption. Agna next year, even Gulama Council, Gulama Mayor Wabalili, next. Because
Baba.
Remember what the politicians are known to be corrupt. That's the slogan.
That is why we are emphasizing on transformation. We want to transform the government of the day by izenzo zethu. Fortunately, up to this day, labantu who are in our public offices, starting from the president, leading to the PR councillors, esinazo, there has never been any scandalous or anything is implicated in corruption. And uzubheke ukuthi is got at work because you cannot lanje a seat of Joburg, we've got 1 seat, and then how then do we become ilokuzana an MMC, a community development? If you can look at the budget, a community development, so budget yangempela. That is why abantu bebanganikwa ama services ngoba khona abantu bebedla ngale budget. You go to Mkhali seat, we've got 1 seat but see mayor. That is where you see ukuthi we are kingmakers because God is at work. Lento lo mfana lo we ANC Youth League uthengena nje wabehlabaletho wathi there is no party in a 1 seat engaba imayor ibe MMC ibe yini because they don't understand ukuthi uNkulunkulu akasebenzi ngendlela abantu abasebenza ngakhona. That is why as long as iATM is a submitter kuThixo, we shall transform the government of the day.
So how do you balance ukuba bishop nokuba politician nokuba udokotela?
Baba, ngithi ilula lento. It's not about balancing because once you are a leader, you are a leader. And my priorities, they are very clear. Remember, ukuthi outside my calling and outside my business and everything, I decided yonke outside calling, yonke into enye ngiyo yini, it's a choice. So then I balance like if bengina my business awu 7 before I became full-time in politics. So yes.
Una 7?
Yeah, 7. So the only businesses enginazo manje transport ne undertaker.
Okay.
You understand? So zonke lezi ezinye for me to be able to deliver, because you once you are too much busy, you end up doing nothing. So
Yeah,
I had to be sober and then started positioning the church ukuthi umthwalo wesonto usuke kuphi usuke kimi. So mina as the chief apostle in the church, as the senior apostle in the church, so I'm not expected to interact or ukuba sesontweni on a daily basis or more often. So kule inkonzo zami njengonyaka mina nginenkonzo ezithu engeke ngikwazi ukuzimisa lezo inkonzo lezo. I've got people who are running isonto and they are doing very good.
Good Friday.
We don't have Easter celebration team. Sibane lokuzana. Sine nkonzo yomnqophisi esiyenza ngoMarch. And then sibe ne annual Thanksgiving esiyenza ngoDecember. Lezo inkonzo zami.
Good Friday kanjani Mtimande manje?
It's a topic for another day because ukunikeza njani lapha kuyokucelebratewa ukufa kaJesu. Thina sina sandla. uJesu umhlayibula wasasingekho so asinalutho so akukho into ke senze
kanjani akusukuthi nawe wasizakala ngokufa kwakhe
baba mina ngangingekho ngokufaka Jesu umkhulu wami wayengekho ukhokho wami mawubheka iminyaka uJesu afa ngayo ubheke
Mtimande kanti uphethe iphi
ngithi
awubeliveli kuJesu wena
ngithi it's angibeliveli ekufeni kaJesu uJesu anginasandla ekufeni kwakhe
akafelanga wena
lutho. Okay, simple question.
Bafela bangani bakhe.
Simple question. Angithi umfeka uyakolota. Yeah. Umfeka nje bakolota sakayabaleka usaba ukubhadala. Bese ngiyafika mina. Ngithi umfeka ukolota imali enuthi 5 rand ngithi nayi 5 rand. Lo umfeka enze njani akolo. Mina umfeka yimi umfeli wakhe because ngimrescue kubani kuwe. Angithi. So mina isiphi leso lengangisenzele uJesu asithethe.
So but it's Bible.
That's why it's a topic for another day. If we see a lot
of bishop baya. Avela unceda manje namhlanje.
Right. No, we are not here to discuss indaba zamasonto namaBhayibheli.
Yeah.
We are here to discuss the politics and the ATM.
Sure.
Ngithi mina call me back. Sizokhuluma nge-religion. I will tell you that is why I emphasize to say it's a topic for another day. Because it is a broader topic ezofunelayo i-hour that I take you through ukuthi la ngime khona ngifike kanjani.
Uqale nini ukuba kuleyo nkonzo le?
Isambulo lesi
sifike 2020. Ocha manje?
Yeah.
Uyazi
lo wena mina kwamntu ongashumayela nami.
Mara shuthi ulibhekisa phansi. Mawuthi wena iGood Friday uyezi.
Mamela ngithi mina isambulo safika kimi 2020
ukuthi lento yeGood Friday uyayikhatha manje.
Yes. And then ngaqala ke
bayithatha kanjani esontweni?
Yeah. Onenkinga akayenda Good Friday yakhona phela.
Uyabona ukuthi into yakhe yena.
Onenkinga.
Uyabona ukuthi just
ifana nale topic ebesikhuluma ngayo earlier yama gays and lesbians. Onenkinga la esontweni ngama gay akahambi. Simple. Onenkinga la ufuna iGood Friday akayi la Good Friday yakhona ngoba la angeke avuka ayitholile iGood Friday asinayo.
Uyibishop.
I'm an apostle, senior apostle, and the founder, and
the
visionary.
Anyway, bishop.
Or when I just rephrase it.
Yeah,
I would think mina structure sami fivefold. So it's an apostle wehla. Ngapha ke kubo bishop
ngapha bishop ule phansi kuwele.
Ule phansi. Sibe kanjani structure sakho?
Angithi kuba umpostoli. Yimloyo. Yes. Bese ngaphansi kwami kuba nabapostoli laba abangibhekele umhlambi.
Yes.
Bese
kubabiza abantu ngabapostoli.
Abantu
uthesela ukubabiza ini?
Overseer.
Okay.
Yes. They overseeing the day-to-day running of the church.
Yes.
Bese ke siba nabapriest, bese siba nabashumayeli.
And bishop.
Ubishop phela masifuna ubishop ukukhulunywa nami. Yimi ubishop wesonto. Yimo bishop wesonto. So phezu kwami akho muntu. I am the roof. Yes, I am the roof. If besebenzisa izondlo sondlala ngabe kondliwa mina.
Manje wena
awondliwa.
Mina ngiyondla. I cannot be the father bese ngondliwa abantwana. They will come.
What
kind of a father are you?
No, but angithi mokula. amakhula angithi masikhula like nabantwana mangikhula remember ukuthi mangikhula amandla yaphela and emaphela amandla bela abantwana bangoyo
azifani lezo zinto lezo
manje ngicela ukuriwinda kancane uthi wena
angeke the day I decide to ukondliwa I must cease to be the father of these people. Labantu la angikwazi ukuthi ngiphethe abantu abalambile njike ngilambe nami. Umsebenzi wami ukuthi abantu bamangakwazi ukusenda i-please call bese ngithi please nami ngisende i-please call. And remember ukuthi mina ngine responsibility. Wena mawufa khona manje ukhonza nami ngini bafonela bani?
Wena.
So mele ngenzeni mina ngibuza ukuthi nisebenza nobani? I must take responsibility as a father. And I must ensure ukuthi labantu njoba ngibafida amavesi begcwele bebona izulu mabebuyele ekhaya reality ithi kulanjiwe I must see to it ukuthi kuyadliwa ekhaya you understand
and the two minutes sesaba nayo
unojesu
unojesu wajwayela ukubanikeza izinto
ubefida abantu manje emhlabeni kenziwa njani ukuthi izimvu yize ezinikubaba
inkinga yami ngilapho that is why kugcine sekufika kule vesi elithi ke kumele ukuthi umelusi adle ubisi lezimvu zakhe we understand so izinto zonke lezo esifuna ukuzilungisa so i-political party lethu ayibheka ngebantwini but iyayisa kunalento upresident wethu adla ngokuyisho ukuthi onesonga akaqhekezelwe ngenaso you understand so we understand ukuthi we are blessed ngeimali because kunabantu uNkulunkulu because we believe ukuthi uNkulunkulu gives through whatever enginayo akusiyami but uNkulunkulu unikeza wena through me and responsibility yami is to ensure ukuthi wena uyambona uNkulunkulu game hayi uNkulunkulu nje othula kanjani olinda ama-50 rand
Mtimande bese ngamazwi
nepolitiki olinda ama-50 rand ebantwini what kind of a god are you it cannot be asikwazi khona manje sikhala the government of the day ukuthi itshontshe imali zabantu abalambele we understand so sizoliphatha kanjani izwe masisazi ne-ideology ukuthi sifuna ukondliwa emasontweni it cannot be ngibize wena
hayi man buya Mtimande leyo nami lipolishiwe
and if asikhulumi ngalezi zinto angeke kulunge kuthathwa imali yabafelokazi kuthathwa imali yey'ntandane it cannot be abantu bangene kangaka kuma-loan baxake ukuyokhipha ishumi zesonto baxake ukuyokhipha ishumi zesonto abantu baze bathengisa izindlu ngoba kuthiwa khona manje athi ubonele kunomfundisi othi abantu abathengisa izindlu bamnikeza imali obasikela iy'tende ezulwini because people they believe yes
and abantu bazithengisa
bathatha ama-package abantu banikeza umfundisi so yizo zonke ke lezi zinto uNkulunkulu afika kimi 2020 wathi shiya phansi wonke lo dodi shiya phansi wonke lo ngibuya khona nami le ekudlaleni
egudini
ngibuya khona
ugezisa wandinyama
baba yimi bengibagesa ngihuluze nethawula ngilibeke la ngokegeza nini geza mawuqedwa lapho kuthiwa no sesinikelela ubishop lo baba kanti njoba besize la besize kuye naye kuthiwe size kuJesu
at that time uyibishop manisasene bhuti isambulo singakafiki
yeah
so bondliwa
mina nginenhlanhla ke lento yokondliwa ngaze ngibe nayo even ngisho ngaye Joba mission we understand la ke ubuyoni bami babume khona ngempela uyobuza and it's fortunate ukuthi my former lady archbishop usesekhona we are still friends up to this day ngoba benginenkinga nale ndaba and ngaba nenhlanhla ke because angithi sifike eJoba uMatewu eshonile umkhulu kwangena uJohn indodana yakhe became the bishop uye kumuntu waqala ukuhlaba lento yezondlo wabuza ukuthi okay mina njengoba ngimncane kangaka and ngiyayisebenzela ngisebenza ebank my wife is also a banker and impilo yami right makuthiwa okay labo gogo njengoba belambile kumele bazokondla mina athi angikwazi ukuthatha imali eyinyembezi and ngambona lo baba ngakhula ngimlandela ngithe mangifike eBlueven ngathola the very same ideology kuBishop Kanye before my own church
Blueven good
yes
ulandele ukuthi ngoba uyeli uthanda isondo royela ukuthi kunama benefits
no mina ngaze ke ngenze
mina naye ngeke ngesikhathi esiwathi
mamela
ekhaya mafika ndoda
and buyele emuva ke bonke labantu ababe eBlueven beyele some things abanye bazithola mabengazitholi bahamba you understand mina phela ngiphuma eBlueven ngaqala isonto lami ngiphuma ngokhanya fili ngiphuma ukhanye phila we understand into eyangikhipha mina nganginalento yokuthi mina ngifuna ukusiza abantu ngendlela yami we understand so ubishop ubesiza ubengakunikeza i500,000 uyi1 whereas mina ngithi 500,000 izosiza abantu abayi1000 we understand yes uyasiza but ngendlela yakhe so lendlela yakhe didn't appeal to me. I joined the church 2016 and then 2019 ngaphuma we understand
isonto lakho uqale nini
ngiqale 2020 elami isonto ngiqale 2020 and
liyakhula manje
liyakhula remember mina isonto lami li threefold your mother church your main church la ekushona khona amavesi bese siba ne social ministry I social ministry ilela siza khona imphakathi but starting with abantu bethu besonto so la it's 20% and then 60% ila it makes 80% 20% healing and deliverance ministry we understand so kahle thina si social welfare si social development isonto lethu ngoba noma singayanga emavesini singayanga ukuyokhipha amademoni siyondla abantu balala badlile abantu bathola imisebenzi abantu bayafunda yilonto ke mina engenza ukuthi ngithi at the end of the day I fulfill God's mandate. That is why my church it's called God's mandate.
Ukhamba lesonto
Yes, akuna ministry akuna church, it's God's mandate. Umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu ukunakekela abantu. So ngenza ke lonto mina.
Asasontweni.
Charles. Nasiyeke lesonto Mtimande sizokucela siyazi uzoba busy January uyalena vele senilungiselela but nje one day mawuzothola ihour nje. Ngoba le I think we also need it impela so iqala mhlambe ukukhuleni kwakhe size nenze iqhele kule sonto kakhulu because usho into ibalekele kakhulu ukuthi awukwazi ukuthi wena uyibishop manje ukuthi umula ngapha akusho mina kusho kunanga ukuthi
kusho baba kondliwe
ubaba ondliwayo okay mhlawumbe kwenzela simple example angithi uyitime uspan
sure
ingcosi yakho seyaspana and wena uthi la ikhangena ngo6 angithi le ngcosi yona ibuye ngo10 mawuqala uyichika ithi no mina sengiyavanga ngiyohlala emafletini uthi no ku right ngoba uyathesha mntana ngiya understand lo mntwana uyacompromise ngoba uyabondla nalabafundisi abondliwayo abalikhuluma ivangeli yabona khona manje enye subject esiyikhulume outside this abantu cannot be bold ukuyikhuluma ngoba uwazi ukuthi mhlambe there are closeted people abayi 80% kule sonto lakhe wakhuluma ngalezi zinto ziyahamba ishumi khamba isonto so you are compromised ukukhuluma izwi likaThixo because uyondliwa mina ngondliwa komuntu ongangitshela ukuthi ngingakhuluma ukuthi uNkulunkulu uthini
for the fact ukuthi awondliwa
izangena njalo injalo angithi angincenge umuntu kulambela phela kusasa uzobuya zothi impostoli lakini bahleli namhlanje emakhaya bedla uChristmas yimi engazi ukuthi noma Brian kwazi ufonela umuntu umbuzo ukuthi
uthi izimvu zakho zonke uyazazi
ngidle njani yini ongiphe yona kumele ngidle so uzongibuza ukuthi ngidle njani mina I'm very proud and bold to say ungasuka la uyoshaya iswazini usuke iswazini eMpumalanga ubuye eGauteng ubabuze they will tell you
how many members do you have ebandleni lakho abango ATM okay let's say percentage
95%
ATM members
yes and we are very clear in my church and nalo 5% we are still transforming them because they are in positions of power in the previous party as we are called. Okay. We understand. But they are not the ATM members, but they are ATM supporters and voters. That's one, I'm certain about it. Because abantwana babo, they work as party agents as the ATM. They are still compromised because of umsebenzi. However, they are with us.
Regardless of ukuthi whether you belong to a political party edumile into ebalekile ukuthi iparty ikenzele something usebenze sizama ukuthi wena uthi ubelong to this political party mara ikenzele next uyahlupheka
uyayazi discrimination enzwa abanye abantu kuthathwa wena ungasebenzi uyokokodela thina usithembisa umsebenzi ukuthi uyasebenza wena manje sengisho ukuthi uyanikezwa kuthiwa hamba utshela abantu ukuthi masingena 2024 sizoninika umsebenzi wena uyasebenza nasisi nje uzotshela utshelelwa ngaphambi sizotshela thina ngempilo yakho hayi bangaqali ngawe Why bangaqali ngawo?
Umaphamthathekile Mtimande.
Hey, uyabona nje ukuthi enye into abantu we need to be sober and very clear about these things. Abantu abahluphekayo post the elections yiwo lama voters namhlanje abangumsindo. And ngifuna ngitshela into eyi1. Sithi for 30 years iANC iphethe siyahlupheka. Bonke labantu abaqale ama parties baphuma kule ANC and they are part of that failed state. And abaphumanga ku-ANC ngoba i-ANC babona ukuthi yenza izinto abangazwani nayo. Baphume ku-ANC ngoba kuvalwe impompi. Abasana ama-opportunities. Sebayo create amasha ama-opportunities. We understand. So abantu abayizisulu at the end of the day yibo laba babangumsindo. Hey sesithola iKhayelitsha nakulo lelo Khayelitsha kusazobe bekhala because the very same people abaphethe kule Khayelitsha ilaba babuya ukuyodla ekhayidala ngoba sekumila utshani manje lapha yasekunokhula basakhona manje ukudla sebayoqala amanye amadlela ahlaza. It is so much unfortunate ukuthi abantu eSouth Africa they are not politically inclined. And government of the day wayenza lento deliberately even abogogo nalamhlanje abavotela ANC bavotela uMandela usayifelayo because agu invest or even the IEC doesn't want to invest into the voter education. Abantu baqala ama party namhlanje ba ama millionaires le mali bayilanda khona kwa ANC. So yini engcono namhlanje ezobenza ukuthi because sebana waba ama party babe ne interest yabantu at heart. La sikhuluma phela uyabona nje for instance ATM sikhuluma ngopresident ongena history even yekhosas.
Sure.
Ongena history ya any political party but umuntu obuya kuphi obuya into the corporate momentum. Kodwa into esenza ukuthi singene thina singcono sinane history yokuthi we've been there in the student politics, we've been activists, we understand that sine track record but siphethwa abantu abanganayo I track record yani ye politics but they are doing well, they are doing wonders because bakhokhelwa yini umoya kaThixo. So that is the government esiwudingayo, igovernment enomoya noma ezosaba because awukwazi ukutshontshe the conscience yezokhuluma nawe ukuthi lento ofuna ukuyenza does it really appeals or speak to the values ze party yakho. We understand. So asikwazi ukutshelwa abantu abadlile badla ngoba sekuvaleke manje impompi zabo then they tell us ukuthi they are going to bring a better government. Yini beyibenza lesi sikhathi besadla bangalwi ukuthi the government yaleso sikhathi must be better. Kubuhlungu nje siyabona abantu umkhonto hey ngithi mina the very same people yabona abanye bandiza nabo makhashulu uphume kanjani ku-ANC.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You were a member of ANC before ATM. Let's say if EMK ingene at that time 2018 bowuzophuma ku-ANC ungene ku-MK.
Bengeke ngiphume bengamane ngiphume ngihlale phansi ngezwe inkinga enginayo ngithi nginenkinga manje yabona siku ATM siyaqala siba corrupt senzane sidlimala ngithi we in the positions of power.
Yes.
Uma ka ATM sebangisusa ngingasakwazi ukudla sengiyoqala iqeqebane lami lapha manje ngivula iinternational ATM. We understand. Ngivula international ATM lesiyasikhathi lesi ngidla why ATM be right. So because manje angisakhona ukudla
into ezokwenza ukuthi ungadli namanje.
We understand.
So in power.
So inkinga ke lonto leyo ngithi mina bengeke because angithi uyabona ukuthi khona manje sikhuluma okay simple thing abantu abasuke kwi-youth league ye-ANC bezwana azange baba bangane lesikhathi abanye in the position of power bedla. Uyabona uMalima usuke kwaku-youth league engafunwa abanye asuka nabo because bekedla. We understand. Naye wakhuluma njengobaba ukuthi I will die ANC.
Sure.
Happened what happened.
Ngaleso statement ishilo ukuthi yasivala ngithi angidawushiya.
Yes. So
into uzofela khona.
Yeah, that's why into engilwa nayo ukufela khona ukuthi akukhulume abantu abangana history yokudla. Umuntu othi ngiphuma ngoba le ATM ayisayenzi lelithi izoyenza. Hayi ngoba angisakhoni kudla sengiqala engcenye sengivula imbizimbele and then bese ngivele le ATM yabheda. Why ibheda namhlanje? Ngoba mina ngisadla. Bengithola ama tender mos beyi right. We understand. Ngifaka nama designer clothes I right. Namhlanje because angisakwazi ukudla sekufakwe wena then seyiyabheda. It cannot be.
2024 national elections. What can we look up to from the ATM?
ATM is the alternative government for our South Africans. We are an alternative voice of the voiceless. All their marginalized and sidelined communities, Tina Sikona Forbon. Angavuka nje political parties asithukanga because our mandate, it is very clear. And ngifuna ukusho nje boldly ukuthi the will of God, not of the people, shall prevail, because the will of the people has failed us. We are here, inherited status ungovernable 30 years late because the will of the people prevailed. But the will of God, ayisebenzi as the will yabantu. Engizokusho nje ukuthi abantu, they must vote wise and bangavoteli enye party, bavoteli ATM. Why ngithi bavoteli ATM? Ababheka izinto ATM ekwazi ukuziyenza at a lower scale. What more could we do if sibaningi olawulweni? One God, one human race, peace in our land. Thank you for hosting me.
As a leader as a Gauteng, as a leader as a Gauteng, let's say ATM iyawi, iba government. Yini enizoyenza different from what is happening currently with the ANC?
Into yokuqala nje, we shall sizoba strict kulento ye microeconomy. And then number 2, we shall ensure as the ATM ukuthi we create imisebenzi yamampela hayi amatoho. And then also sidile kakhulu ne backlog ye unemployment upset, ye housing, and also fix ilokuzana indaba ye load shedding. The plan is there. In the sicelayo thina as the ATM, it's an opportunity to show people ukuthi we are capable. And track record yethu in the past 5 years, it has proven without reasonable doubt ukuthi given a chance singenza okukhulu kunalokho esikwenzayo. It cannot be ukuthi iphathe encane kangaka ibe kuma strategic positions kuma metros in the Gauteng province.
Membership wise, where are you standing?
I'm not sure of the figures, but we are growing. And
estimation?
Also, I don't want to even do a thumb sucking, but we are doing great and doing very good as the movement. Mhlambe nje kancane nje, if you can look, iJCC yodwa in a membership over 6 million. Yes, the 12 Apostles Christ yona yodwa in a member, and that's the great supporter ATM. So I don't want to do it. Asikabalwa thina mazayoni, asikabala abanye abantu. Izayoni into exakeke ngayo baxakeke indawo zokukhonzela. And I even told them on weekend ukuthi indawo isinkinga, what we need is the political will, and take us and put us into, especially here in Gauteng. And
Endabavula njalo.
Hayi nawe
angithi
abakhulumekeki.
Mfethu ayikhulumekeki nibaningi kanje.
izo zonke izinto uyabona kwakhulunywa nje ngoba Church Street amabhunu bekhuluma nje ngento eyi-1. We shall portray the real Church Street.
Sure.
And I think we also need to, as umphakathi, ukuthi sifike kulento ethi we need a church complex. So la sizokhonza khona in unison. Abantu kumele kufike la sibafoster khona ukuthi baportray ukuthi uNkulunkulu uyi-1.
Sure.
We shall build ama-complexes wesonto. Njengoba kwenza ngathi ama-12 apostoli angena ngo-9 ekuseni aphume ngo-10, singene thina mazayoni in the same class, and then kungena abanye ngo-3 baphume ngo-5. So if enye into ezokwenza ukuthi sikwazi ukuyilungisa lonto le, let us have ama-church complexes. But what I want to tell you ukuthi ATM is the plan. The plan is very clear. If ATM can be even given 1 term or 1 year in office here in Gauteng, we shall transform the lives of the people of Gauteng. That one, without reasonable doubt. uThixo ume ngakithi, ubani ongamelana nathi.
So now ama-organization or sponsor.
We've got ama-organization amaningi esiwasizayo nesisebenzisana nawo. Siyasebenzisana nama-NPOs, siyasebenzisana namasonto. We've got vast different programs. Ama-programs wethu, they differ and vary per community. but esikushoyo ukuthi siyasebenzisana and ngifuna ukuyigcizelela le we are a faith based organization asisilo ecawe. We are not a church. We've got ama-Rasta la sinama-Muslim, sinezangoma, si-house of prayer for all nathi. Kusho ukuthi akekho umuntu nje ongumhlali wase-South Africa has a home and a voice in the ATM.
But uthini i-ATM mona esiyavashela yakuthethe manje nawo ama-elections Mtimande uyibekile thini
yena uzibonele senzeni weekend sikhuluma nje ngeweekend eyi-1 uthi yena kuyaqala so angangena
no le nenzile it's a good thing iyaqala and integrate because le yabo 24 ifana ukuthi ihlanganise wonke amazwe it's not like ukuthi ni sponsor esithini sonteli into ehlanganise wonke umuntu ilula ayifani nento ukuthi ni sponsor isonto for ukuthi bona bapush into yabo nana so level I think it's a interactive. Hope na next time sazoyipush or mhlawumbe next time ngiyayipusha senthola ama vote.
We shall continue. Angilenda siyenzelanga ukuvotela. Yeah.
It's what we've been doing.
Ungezwe.
So anyone, let's say anyone. Let's say una something. Nathi una something. Uyabhayisela ama finance ufuna nimsize there and there ukuthi hayi into esonto maybe but financially uyabhayisela. Can you assist?
Mtimina, we've got different programs and our door is opened. Ukuthi abantu they can come to us and ask for
which door? Umnyango uvulekile mara
la umnyango uhleli nawo la ukhuluma nawo.
So they can get through to you with the social media page or you mentioning.
Yes. Then bangene lapha.
Because we've got a problem of
gatekeepers.
Yes. Showcase.
You know, sometimes siyahlala nawe kanje. Uthola ukuthi the organization obelonga kuyo wena ngasisiza thina.
Yes.
Athi uma sikopota sithola wena emnyango ukuthi yebo
That's
how a lot of people
especially the environment yethu. Kunzima. Uku-invite nje ku-podcast kwabanye abantu. Kumele yemfo awungitholela ama-number kaMtimande. Akuroundisa ngazothi
ubona ngathi uyofuna i-10.
Yeah, ngathi uyofuna i-10. Angifuni i-10. Ngifuna so-share information efana nale on the social platform efana nale.
Yeah, I've got angazi ngithini, it's not a concern, but I've got something that I would like ukuthi manithola isikhathi since niya i-faith-based organization as amazayoni mhlambe eningasibonela kuyo because I've always said ukuthi lento ze-religion amazayoni I think sisekugcineni. Now ngikhulumela your awards, the concerts, nani. I think thina sile the only thing amazayoni that will do will record i-CD babuye bathengise. Uma kuzohostiwa ama-gospel awards nationwide, amazayoni ngisho bangayifaka islot sakuthi best amazayoni uthole lento uyithola. You would never see amazayoni performing, you would never see amazayoni being involved. So I don't know what leyo nto leyo ningasetshenzwa kanjani because I think it's something to do with our arts and culture.
It needs to, not even the department. Mele qale ngani amazayoni baphila impilo ye-isolation. EZayoni sinenkinga ukuthi sinabantu even if ubiza i-meeting they want ama-credentials. Abantu basezayoni bangcono kakhulu. Uyabona kwa-podcast bathu Nastro bani. We understand inkinga and government cannot work with abantu aba-divided. Government ufuna abantu aba-formalized. You see like i-SACC iphethe ini ama-mainline churches. They are formalized, they are organized. That is why ubona ukuthi even kuma-government departments bane-budget yabo to run their programs. But nina hayi nonke nifuna ukuba yinkosi. Isifo nje samazayoni. Ubona abanye abantu nabephuma ezayoni baya kuma-charismatic, they become successful in their spaces because nalento ye-submission iyinkinga la ezayoni. I think samele kuvalwa amavesi kufundiswa abantu ama-values. And one of the values should be submission. Ezayoni abantu abaphethe abafuni ukuphathwa. Inkinga yamazayoni namasonto amaningi aphethwa amahlubuka and uhlubuke ngoba umuntu engafuni ukuphatheka. So lo moya ufaka nakulabantu abaphethe. So the only thing nathi angeke sikwazi ukunisiza. Uyabona ukhulume nje into namandla uthi we've managed to fund this program because bekuhlangenwe amaZion. But what I want to tell you ukuthi we before the elections, not we want to tap the space, no, we are here and sisebenzela kakhulu manje kulonyaka besifocus eZion Jobesho from Durban ukuya kuphi sifocus emaZion sifuna ukubulala lento and into esifike siyithola uthola sona lesifo uthi ufike eNewcastle mawuthi uze nobani waye ungasanga nabo bani so ukugcina ke nathi sesibona ukuthi labantu bayagula and as the movement asisidingi lesifo because thina we are unified as the movement and umoya umubi uyashetsha ungene yabona umkhohlane nangikhohlela la ngaphuma senikhohlela nonke so sizama ukubalekela ke into ezinjalo because we are not immune nathi kule moya emibi but we anticipating to have a festival yamaZion.
Okay.
Oh kiki, oh scoop, into ethi nje sayoni. We anticipating to have that in the coming year. So before elections.
Okay.
It's just that si busy. Yabona si busy. Tina si busy and delegation delegator will also be compromising the standard. We understand, so we want to be hands-on so that we produce the kind of quality ezosijabulisa nathi ukuthi at the end of the day singathi besizala isidinga nje kulamaZion. We understand. So what I'm saying ukuthi we shall extend the invitation when we start planning sizobiza abantu to say different stakeholders within the Zion community. This is what we want to do as the ATM in the Gauteng province. So this is our plan, this is our mission. So let us together have a clear plan of action so that mabufika lelanga sisho sonke ukuthi no, we've managed and achieved. And it is also where we will have a mass platform to speak to our voters, because we don't want to see AmaZion our potential voters are our voters. Because remember, it's in like why we started politics, to have a political will. So in order to have a voice, you need to be part of, we understand. Sure. And we must be very clear. And then programs because we are not running a charity, we are a project. We must be very clear. Tina, we are a political party, and politics, it's the game numbers. We understand. Mina njengesoka awukwazi wabona umunye bengakhala kabuhlungu la athi kunzima ukunikeza icherry imali ube wazi ukuthi ikhwela yenye out.
Sure.
But now uyancenga lapho. Uyabona, but ikudla kabuhlungu lento. So of course it's very clear, and thina si ATM angeke siwiniswa amavote ukuthi nithi ATM iphakela abantu abantu they must go and vote in order for us to do more than that. Sure. And asikholelwa ke thina ku ATM ekutheni asifeed abantu, sikholelwa ukuthi asinikeze abantu amathuba bakwazi ukuzifeeda bona and assist us in feeding others.
Njani?
I know we'll say.
Angikwazi ukungayikhulumela injalo nje yona.
Ayithekisele nje uyasebenza ngomshwalense company.
Kuphi?
Uyasebenza ngomshwalense.
Awungeke ama-insurance company. Ngikhuluma i-ATM la. If i-ATM bengayenzi lento, mina ngaba ngisiphathi yayo. One very sober individual
la. Anyofukudla la kapho please umemeze enye political party. Uthanda lezo statement.
Akashone kule political party yakhe. Uyabona basinikeza ukudla. Give us something better. Abone ukuthi uzoyithola lo something better.
Yes.
Akaye. And kumele sifike kwi-stage esithi ngeke ngathi nje futhi abantu benza kahle mina ngangawina ukuba ikhansela because abantu bebazosafara.
Why?
Bengizombuza ukuthi angithi wena mawufaka isikhipe esiyelo ubhokile la. Ifana nalento yokukhala ngelokhuzana. Simple. Sikhala sikhala ngeload shedding angithi. Lo muntu oqinde uvote lo bani? Yithi esivotela ngithi asikwazi ukukhala ke alikhuphe marama because your vote it's your voice. Sure. If wena ufaka mina uthi angiyokwenza lento efunwa uwe uma ngingasayenzi awukwazi ucomplaina because you had a choice. That is why sithi abantu abahambe bayobasoba, and we must be very clear. Omunye lapha kulomncwabe esiqedwe wenza uthi hey nizo campaign ngithi uyabona ukhuluma ngento right, asizuhlala singa campaign singcwabile la nihluleke ukungcwaba nina thina singcwabile la, so asizukungahlali ke singa campaign ngoba senze njani senze i difference la.
abantu bafuna ikhipha ze-ATM bazithola because of next year ngiyaqala ukusebenza.
Ikhipha ze-ATM ziyatholakala. We've got different vendors in the respective areas, but abantu they can inbox us. Ngiyacabanga nathi sizoba nazo lezi zamahala once the campaign has started. Ngizoza la ngizonikeza izinhle ezifana nalezi.
Thina sifuni lezi zamahala lezi pure lezi.
Ngizothola lezi ezifana nalezi zami engasize zamahala. Namakepisi amahle sibhale Zion Uncut proudly sponsored by ATM.
Ungayenza isithembiso njenge-insini ungabuyi na.
Mina ngizonika
dala abantu basithembisa into ezingekho.
Ungene WhatsApp unginikeza ama-size wenu la niqeda lapho nginithumelele electronic form ningene nibe ngama-member ezwana. Joinani i-ATM nina angeke nize niyisola. Ngifuna nibuye la kule podcast nizotshela abantu ukuthi what the ATM has done.
Ngoba i-podcast emazayoni.
I-podcast emazayoni yabona yonke into but
so to someone obukele ofuna ukujoin i-ATM who has loved everything weshilo nge-ATM wenza kanjani?
Akaye into elula nje abaye kuma social media pages wethu. Yes, because we need to be aligned with times. So we encourage people to go online, even go Facebook bas message asho nje umuntu ukuthi ufuna ukujoina ukuphi, then bayathatha into yakhe bayinikeze relevant people. Mina ke la eGauteng ba because I'm the organizer. Even if abantu go on the national platform
nayi branch ngaphezulu
babathumela kimi phela la ngithi njengoba ngisho ukuthi sine councilor la.
So la
is like ruling sine councilor, so sithi ke lonto sikhona. Yes, sikhona. And the councilor letaniphetanga nje iportfolio swakhe ethics, then persons uye no deal ne-email zama councilor with one seat. It shows you ukuthi how impactful and powerful ATM it is. You understand? Awukwazi ukuthi kunabantu abalidayo kuthiwa laba baningi baphethe kwi-council wena uyi-one and then unikezwe i-portfolio engaka. Akuthenjwa angathi nakuthenjwa uThixo. Yes, that's why we take pride.
Mtimande ngiyacabanga ukuthi kuzwakele. We will share each and every point ngicabanga ukuthi even ongekho ku YouTube ayithole. We'll try to make short clips.
I really also appreciate that.
Abantu bezwe ukuthi what is it that as a political party what have you done, and also ufuna ukujoina ukuthi angajoina kanjani. For fair,
please senza kanjani Mtimande nani nizameni phela sitholele izameni ngama equipment
ngithi join ATM wena your life will never be the same. Yazi le ngoma ethi sontweni I believe and I declare my life will never be the same again. Ngithi wena ngena kwa ATM uzizwele.
Two men.
What is slogan still?
One God, one human race. Peace in our land, peace in our lifetime.
Peace in our land,
peace in our lifetime. Yes.
Bafethu njengoba nizwile kushiwo kuthiwa ivote yakho yiyo ezokwenza ukuthi next year noma ucinyela ugesi ungalokhu sibangela umsindo because uzobuwazi ukuthi uvoteleni. We've got a lot of political party namhlanje sihlelile baba wethu Mtimande from ATM. They are all about transforming. Ukukhulumile ecaba ofuna ukukuzwa wena seku up to wena. Ufuna ukubajoina sizobhala phansi ama-handle wabo we social media and then you can join as soon as possible. I think ama-registration okuvota azovulwa futhi
February.
Second
week of February.
Is it not 3 and 4? 3 and 4.
3 and 4. First week. It's first week, yes.
3 and 4 February. If awukhona awuthola ngethuba lesiye lokho register ukuthi uvote ithuba lokugcina lokuthi uphume uyo-register. Ushilo Mtimande ukuthi ikipa makube awunawo akabi nemali kahle bazokutholela lesi esamali. Sinobuso naso. Sinobuso president nesa.
No, ama-locals wethu.
Onina nithande mntobuso lena. Yeah, they are unique. They will try ukuthi hand out if ufuna lezi izinhle then they've got different vendors. If ufuna lezi zokuthi usaqala unamali on their social media pages bazosho ukuthi zitholakala kuphi kanjani. 3-4 February hamba uyo-register so that uma kuvotwa uvotele but utheni make the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure ukuthi you make the right choice. Uzithengisile ubaba Mtimande wathengisa ne-political party yakhe kamnandi. From us it has been a great year 2023 bekamuhle kakhulu sizamile nomfowethu njengoba shilo ke ukuthi equipment yesibhalisayo but akusimisi lokho. We try ukuthi nama current affairs sinilethele yabo siyakhuphuka manje, and futhi we are joining masses and forces with a political party, a religion.
Yes.
Engithandayo. So
one peace, one voice.
Man, peace in our land. Peace in our lifetime.
One voice. Peace in our land.
Peace in our lifetime.
It's a rap.
I know Mtimande sawo. Akakhuluma Mtimande.
Zion Uncut with Nastro. You have your right to your own opinion.